Major Manufacturing's HIT-131 drill guide indexes from the existing 2 1/8 inch crossbore to locate mounting and function holes for selected Kaba cylindrical locks. This recorded 2024 review is updated with current manufacturer guidance.
Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Major HIT-131. This is a template for a particular series of lock, and here it is. It's a beautiful anodized aluminum. I mean, for being it's mostly aluminum. It's really heavy. Just great presentation. I just spoke to Bill at Major a couple of days ago and told him I was making this video, and he's grateful for us making them, and I'm happy to make them. I enjoy learning more about their product line every time I touch one of them. So at the end of the day, what are you going to use this for? You're going to clamp it to the door and you're going to drill function holes. What's nice about this is when you've got templates, when you've got a location on the door, one location, generally the template takes care of the rest. That's what this does, and all others of its ilk from Major. So you have to have your center line. I'm going to take these plates off. Before we get into that, let's take some basic dimensions of this item. About 9 1/4 overall height. Overall width looks like it's about 5 inch. And it's not light. About 2.5 inch overall. Everything in the box you see here, with the exception of the big Allen wrench you're going to need for the bolt to tighten it on the door here, and then the installation instructions are going to be here, which are linked to down below. We're going to go through them page by page. So let's finish up the dimensions. And then the last piece of dimensional data is the weight. It weighs 6.95 pounds, so it's pretty substantial. Alright, so the thing to do at this point is to talk about what you're going to use it for, so let's move on and talk about that. Okay, here is our item in the site. Let's go over the description. Drill guide for E-Plex 2000, 660 and 760. Admittedly, I don't know what those series locks are by Kaba. We don't sell a lot of new Kaba locks because that material is sold direct to market as far as I know, a lot of times. This unit through bolts to door using the existing 2 1/8 inch crossbore for alignment. All required mounting and function holes are located with hardened drill bushings on both sides of the template to allow drilling from either side. Standard drill guide will accommodate doors up to 2 inch thick, 2 3/4 backset. So I don't know if the E-Plex comes with a 2 3/8 latch option. I imagine that it does. If it does, I'm not too scared about that, but just be mindful you're going to need some blocks behind the unit. We'll talk about that in a moment. Use optional HIT-BAK adapter for 3 3/4 or 5 inch backset locks. I'm not familiar with that. Oh yeah, sure. So what these are is, if you removed these screws, they're just longer bolts to move that plate out further. That's what it is. Sold as each. When you buy one, we'll ship you one. Here are some pictures. That's the label. That's what you're going to get. Really nice work on the edge. Gives you a part number, tells you what it's compatible with. The other side. Now, if you were going to do this on 2 3/8, if it was, I would simply have a piece of shim back here. It wouldn't be 3/8. It'd probably be closer to 5/16, and then I would test that. I would probably put a block of wood back there or something to do 2 3/8, if it's even available. The manual and the wrench that are included. Let's go back to our item. Now, product brochure we'll get into near the end. Installation instructions, let's dive into that. Okay, let's fire up the document. And what Major does, and this manual is not very, oh gosh, it's 1 page. Okay, that's fine. What I like about the Major material is that they use big fonts and they use lots of paper usually. I've never seen a 1 page manual, but it's really important to read this. Now what you'll note is it's missing a big feature here, this HIT-131. So what that tells me is it's very likely that this EPS is likely an electronic or electrified lock, where there's some communication that has to go between both sides, a cable. So there's going to be an extra hole needed that the standard base E-Plex 2000 is not going to require. So I'm going to put tape over that most surely, would be what I'm thinking you're going to encounter. All right, let's dive into this. Before we start, you need to protect yourself. Eye protection, ear protection, lung protection, hand protection, gloves, earplugs, safety glasses, and a dust mask. Don't breathe any of it at all. Remove Allen bolt and backplate. Let's do this. Remove the Allen bolt and back plate. There are two plates. Remove the bolt and the plate. Okay. Place HIT-131 Place HIT-131 drill guide on door with aligning washers in the crossbore. That's what these discs are down here. HIT-131 should be placed on the door so that the writing on the front plate is in the upright position. Really important. Don't turn it upside down, otherwise you know what's going to happen. Your holes are going to be malaligned. You're going to have you'll have prepped the door upside down. Replace backplate, tighten bolt until snug. Do not over tighten. HIT-131 is now ready to retrofit series locks. All through bolt holes may be drilled in one operation through the door. I disagree. Go with halfway from both sides. This unit was designed to retrofit locks with 2 3/4 backsets. For 2 3/8 backset locks, move cap screws to inside of plate. Oh! Cap screws. Okay. Good on you, Major. These two bolts, which, quite frankly, I ignored, remove those. Put them here, on this side. The thickness of the head of the bolt is clearly what you need to go to 2 3/8. Good on you, Major.
Update checked August 2026. Current major HIT-131 directions specify 1/2 inch holes at the top, center, and bottom positions, with the center hole used only when the inside lock has a thumb turn. They also specify an optional 3/4 inch wire run hole. Use the current instructions and the exact lock template before drilling.
Let's take a look at the product brochure now. Now the product brochure here is going to be a snippet or a series of pages out of the entire full product catalog, and it's all out. It's numerical. So here's our HIT-131. This is a great document because, let's say we know you're looking at the HIT series of function hole templates from Major. Okay, so let's say that you're looking for something that might be Sargent. Control F for find function for Sargent. 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 So it's nice. You can see what they have for Sargent just right here. And then I'll show you another trick on how to cross-search that stuff. A lot of good information here in the product brochure. Now, here's a template. Let's not go too far. This is an E-Plex 2000 series template, and it does literally show us these two holes and this hole, only if thumb turn. So if your function, if the model number of your E-Plex features a thumb turn, you'll drill that hole. Now, at the end of the day, if you drill the hole and you didn't need it, it's not the end of the world because the discussions will cover it, but don't drill any extra holes because it's gonna cause confusion. If you're doing preps only, give the installer a door that requires them to not have to think, if you can help it. So if you're not doing a thumb turn, leave that hole out. You'll have a bolt down here, and then you'll have a bolt up here and up here. And then again, obviously there's more happening here, and that's probably the EPS, the monitoring or electronic or retraction or something like that. So this template is here just to show us proof of concept that our template actually works correctly. And that's it. Okay, so the HIT-131, here it is. My only regret is I don't have an actual door here to place it on and drill with it. It's a tool going to a client. These are not inexpensive, so I don't have a bunch of these laying around that I can just test with. I have spoken to Major briefly about me coming out to their facility or them sending me stuff so I can demonstrate on video. We're going to continue to have that type of discussion. I'd like to have one of everything and actually drill doors doing it and be able to relate my own personal findings and feelings about it. The only way you're going to learn about a tool is actually doing it. So there you go. I wouldn't hesitate to use these templates at all. If I was doing 1 or 2 or 3, I wouldn't spend the money on a template, meaning if I was never going to do it again, I would take my paper template, I would highlight what I needed, I would X off what I didn't, and then I would get my combination square and I would lay that out. If I was doing more than a couple 3, I might make myself just a poplar, a wood template, so that I wasn't measuring. I only measured once, I double checked, and I put it on the door and I marked. And what I might do is get real fancy and make the template long or whatever, and square it off to the bottom of the door or the top of the door or whatever suited, so that I didn't even have to measure height. I was just right backset, right height every time. You're going to take things into account such as the net door height and where the strike's actually located and whether the door is beveled or square edge, what side of the door you're putting it on. You have to be mindful of all that stuff. At the end of the day, they've done all the work and they've gotten you as close to true simplicity as possible. So you have to decide if the investment in this career-long tool makes sense for the job. But we stock a lot of these templates, and it's because clients like you know, yeah, no, I just need the template. If you're like me, you don't need the template. You understand what holes have to be drilled. You can read a template. You can use a center punch. You can use a caliper and a combination square. You might also need to have a team of 3 people do 120 doors on Saturday. Time and a half, double time, triple time, whatever it is. You're going to want to hand them templates and drills and drill bits and say, great, see me when you're done, and be done with it. So it just depends on what the application is. I'm very grateful to the people over at Major. They're exceptionally responsive when it comes to questions. There have been many times I've asked honest questions because I just didn't know, and he said, well, hey, Rich, you know about this? And I said, yeah. He says, well, think of it this way. Yeah, oh, I got it. This happens all the time with them. Bill, the people at Major are self-professed engineers with a long history of tinkering and field experience, and so it makes a great confluence of putting together really smart tools. Any questions on the HIT-131 or any other Major product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.